Have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Makes you know say no audio. Me tell the lack of the audio. Again, so let me start the pleasantries. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. This is El Futuro Sports and Unseen Sports TV. I hope you guys are doing well and you are okay. So today's topic, we are going to talk about suggestive ideas that we can use to develop our national youth football program. Yes, you know our youth football system is not the way it's supposed to be. Hence our ratio of producing athletes into the bigger market is pretty low. In studio here we have Mr. Kavi Mix, Elfutura Sports Boss, Charlie Mount Head Coach, yeah, Liberty Learning Center under 9 coach, you know, the big bad Kavi Mix in the building, people. Welcome to Unseen Sports again. Like, subscribe, and share. Dynamic Duo is back together. Yes, Rob Smith. Yo, share the live. Rob Smith, share the live with your friends then. Big up yourself, yeah, man. You don't know the thing about Rob Smith. Big up yourself. So it's an interesting question in a Rob Smith, right? The interesting question is how can we, what are some ideas that we can put in place? Um, because the powers that be will be watching these lives. Understand me? How can we suggest some valid points or valid ideas that can help to fix our youth football? Yeah. Waiting on Cover Mix to come back in the studio so we can start to discuss this matter. But Rob Smith, you can go ahead and drop your idea. What idea you think that can help in terms of getting our youth players more um, properly trained and properly and ready for the market overseas? Mr. Mix, what you think about over the last first thing I want to suggest the John Wall situation the with the high school football. He said that we should not look at high school football for answers to help the national team to succeed in international level at the international level. What's your take on that?
What is Jamaica's situation? Jamaica's situation is what it is. Um, if you look at it over the years, we have used high school players and played for the national team, and we have not gained a lot of success. But nevertheless, That system is what Jamaica has to deal with. I think the question John Wall should have asked is, or the scenario John Wall should ask is, how we're going to improve these players from the school system, get them playing in club system,
I would
and
allow that.
get them playing in the club system and get them more involved in better quality football. But saying that going forward and not looking at high school players, majority of schoolboy, majority of Jamaican football players plays in the schoolboy system at various levels.
Yes.
So we're going to have a little, basically what he's saying to me is that it's best we just recruit our teams over for every tournament that's coming. Let us just recruit overseas based players and play. And I think that cannot be fair because whether we like it, yes or no, we have players who are capable of becoming top players within the school system but need better coaching.
All right. So what are some of the things that I think we should put in place now to fix our football? Before we go there, let's look at the problems that we face first. What are some of the problems that we are facing in our youth structure?
For me, I think one of the major problems is that I don't think the youth players are being um, put in put together early enough and being coached by the coaches that are so called qualified to coach them. If you look at it over the years, as low as a under 15, they will only bring an under 15 team maybe a month before, or maybe if we're lucky 2 months before, and train them and then go for a tournament. That is inadequate. You need those players to be like a year or two together. Get them from the under 13, select the under 13 core of players, and then get them together and then create some form of competition for them. I, I think the method in which we're doing things locally needs to be revisited. And if we don't revisit our method and keep bashing school system, we're going to always be in this problem. 20, 30 years from now, this problem will still be here.
You hear it from Coach Kevin Meeks. He's not really a fan of what John Wall said, but I understand what John Wall is saying. I think John Wall is saying that our benchmark should not be schoolboy football. So we must try to build,
So
and
let me ask you, what should be our benchmark?
our benchmark should all right. So first thing first, based on what I admire what John Wall said in his interview. He went and compared Jamaica with smaller nations who are doing well in world football. And he said, look at these teams. These teams have elite players, elite youth at under 20 playing at national level, and look at their rate, look at their income, look at the, the, the overall expense of this team. You understand me? So uh you agree. Look at Denmark, some of those teams, some of those small countries who are doing well, and look at their team, elite players. That's what he did. Then he said that Jamaica is close to them in terms of population, and these countries have elite players playing at their youth levels. So he's saying that we are not going to just run from the schoolboy system because him come at Jamaica comes to a system already, and in every system you have anomalies. So anomalies are like a whisper then. But do not look for it to come every day or every time or every minute because that should not be our benchmark. Our benchmark is supposed to get elite players. He said that not every elite player that he is looking for will come and play every day. So it is important to get these schoolboy players, get these local based players to play as well. But the benchmark, what he wants to see Jamaica football move to, is elite players first. Yeah?
So so how do we get these players to be elite players?
That come down to the to the governing body JFF now to
No,
structure
no, no. This is
the
my
football.
this is my concern. It is all do and good for you to compare us to another country, right? Compare us to another country, yes. We are the same size and we are the same. But those countries has a better system and their system can produce better quality, right?
Right.
So if you're going to compare us with another country, comparing us is very unfair. You should be highlighting other things that other countries that are similar in size of us in terms of population, what they are doing to produce high quality players, right? So if they are doing that, look at our system. How can we change or improve or adjust or whatever means to get better quality players in our system? Our system is built from years schoolboy system. That is what we build. Now, based on if you notice, back in the days, our schoolboys were able to compete. Right?
Right.
They come out and they compete and they are performing at the international level. But Jamaica lag behind in terms of the growth in football with the technology, the different coaching, the methodologies, and etc. 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 So we got lag behind. Now, where are we here? We are right here now. What is it that we're going to do to improve what we have? That's the
We have a
question.
caller, Mr. Mix. Shavan Pierre calling in. Shavan, welcome to Unseen Sports TV. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm your co-host as well.
Yeah, man, we're
Um,
okay.
I really wanted to
Your sound,
challenge
your
your
sound low though.
co-host's opinion pertaining to John Wall's comments.
Yeah.
So, based off my understanding of what John Wall was saying, is
Mina
that
real almost.
while he understands the schoolboy system in
Mina
Jamaica, it's
mina
very
real almost.
prominent.
Like you
I think
can't.
what he was trying to say,
You use a headset.
yeah, my earphone.
That's why, man. Low. When you lose headset, then low. Low, you know.
Y'all hear me now?
Me, here what me gonna do? I make
Hold
it.
on, hold
Me,
on,
me
hold
I
on,
put
hold
up
on.
on. I put up on something louder we can turn up, so we can.
No, man, don't do that. You not put it on. Don't worry yourself.
All right.
Yeah, hear me now, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're here now.
All right. So, all right. So, what I was saying now, I think what Mr. John Wall was saying is something that we have been saying for some time now. We can't be using. All right. So the schoolboys that we have, pertaining for their age range and for the quality of the players that we have here in Jamaica, they may be seen as elite to some extent. However, once they go up against seasoned professionals, because the other top nations, they're under 20 teams. They're not players who are starting up in their schoolboy leagues. All those players are professional players. They're playing for clubs in and out. They're not sitting on a bench. They're not sitting in a second team or nothing. They're playing for their first team. So the reason why Mr. Wall made those particular comments was pertaining to the question that was posed to him by the interviewer. The interviewer asked him if he's going to be utilizing the schoolboys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that has been said multiple times, even by Mr. Speed in the past. Can't be still be using schoolboys to be going up against professionals. There's no way it's going to work. While we understand development in the country is needed, but for even right now, it is not possible for us to use schoolboys to go up against those teams. Because we see the US, the last under 20 that we had, the US had players who were playing in Germany in their team. We lost to Dominic. Was it Dominica we lost to?
Oh,
Yeah.
with the yeah in the under 20, yeah.
Yeah. So, and those players are players who are playing in the USL and stuff. So even though they're not at the top league, they're not using schoolboys. So the fact that we keep using schoolboys as our measuring stick, we're going to be left behind because other countries are. Because I'm pretty sure I've asked persons in the UK as well. I have never heard about a high school in England dominating football. And I'm sure every one of us can attest to we've never heard about a Jamaica College equivalent in England. They're dominating schoolboy football, and the player who dominates there is a world talent. We've never heard that before. All of the top players, they're in their clubs, academies, they're playing football regularly. So it's not pertaining to school. You want to go to this child, they're in school to do their education, fine. But football is not for school. And that's one of the biggest factors. That's what we've been trying to use the same. We've been using that same initiative for the longest while now. And Damien made a valid point the other day on Management Show. How many schoolboys who have dominated the schoolboy competition have really transitioned to the professional games? I'm not talking about the players who dominated schoolboy football. Where are they now?
All right, but I can answer that one day, you know. Because I understand. Say, we are say right, you know, but I can tell you one of the things that will affect Jamaica's players who dominate schoolboy football. One of them never have a pathway, and the others choose to take them degree and become, you know, a teacher, lawyer, doctor, and so. And the others, the lower percentage of the other one them now, some of them never make it.
Where you say a while ago?
You never hear me?
Yeah, I not hear the last part, but the last part alone I never hear.
No, I say some of them never make it because they never good enough, and some make it. You can see that some make it like a bit. The same Blake, Blake make it, and a couple others make it. A Fisher, Albert Powell, those players make
Yeah,
it.
but those are long like that. I talk about since the last 10 years or so. The two players who I can say who have mainly transitioned somewhat to a professional level would have been Junior Flemings and McGee, and we have seen where those two careers have gone now.
True,
They were both stars at the schoolboy level, but where are they now? One
true.
of them barely can get a game in. I think he's in Slovenia or Slovakia. One of them,
Yeah, that's
and he's hardly getting there. That's in Flemings, and then
yeah.
you have Maggie who is in the USL. So I'm not trying to say that the players aren't good. I'm just saying that we can't keep using those. We can't keep using that particular situation to say that we're going to always want to utilize schoolboys. Because even when Mr. Wall said it, he mentioned even the JPL. Some of them are even playing in the JPL. The JPL is a semi-professional league. It is a professional league, but based off standard-wise, it would be considered semi-professional. And if we're being honest, for them to be going up against, because remember, you know, a lot of those clubs, a lot of the countries that we're going to be going up against, maybe not in the first round, but if it's that we want to challenge in competitions, not just go there for numbers, we want to challenge. We can't challenge a Uruguay. We can't. I don't think we can challenge much South American teams because even the guy that Chelsea signed alongside was Whisper from Ecuador.
You know,
He's
more ask you a
in a big.
serious question when I finish.
Yeah, go on.
And the question I want to ask is, when I look back at some of the under 17 and the under 15, is it quality why we don't reach, or is it the coaching? Make it.
Coaching is one of the main reasons why, of course, and again, what your co-host made a valid point: the lack of preparation. Because we can't call a camp 1 month before a tournament. That makes no sense. Because even this under 20 cycle, I have been following the US team. This US team has been playing games for the past 2 years, and they have been playing a lot of friendlies against top European countries. I
Oh,
think they played. I think they played a Man U 11, and I think they defeated them. So
Shaban,
they are actually
Shaban,
playing games. So,
Shaban,
because when I heard about the under 20, I was speaking to persons I know within the federation, and I was saying, yo, the under 20 team, them said no, them not break. The our team, they're
Shaban,
on break now, but they haven't. But they're coming back in January.
Shaban.
The US team, they're actually camping on base, and they're going to be going back. I think like over the weekend for Christmas holidays, and then they're going back to camp. So they
Shaban,
are taking this serious, and those
Shaban.
are for the players
talk
who are
over this. You
domestically.
talk too soft.
The players overseas,
Yeah,
they are still within their club, so they're still playing. So I think the coaching was one thing that defeated us. I think the last cycle, I think coaching was one thing that really let us down. I think we did have the talent, but the coaching itself kind of let us down in that regard, and then the preparation as well.
Shaban, let me ask you something. You hear me?
Is somewhat.
Alright, let me ask you something. If in Jamaica we decide that okay, we're going to take out the best under 14 players, right? And we go around from the clubs to the high schools and we take out the best set of under 14 players that we have. So these players are 13, 14. and we decide that okay, we're going the national system set up a coaching program for these players where of the work will be done within their clubs or etc. But after a certain time, this team stayed together for a year plus, playing locally and then going to the Caribbean playing until they reach to international friendlies. You're saying that after 2 to 3 years together, you're saying because these persons are not in pro players, you're saying that we could prepare these players to compete and compete well internationally after a 2 to 3 year cycle of quality coaching, because I'm assuming that persons in the JFF and persons, coaches from the JFF are qualified. So they're supposed to know, can identify a player, see him weakness and improve him weakness.
I don't think no matter how much, if you're not playing professionally, when you're playing against professionals, you're going to be seen. Because if we're being honest, and unseen can attest to this as well. Over the past 5 or so years, the amount of games that these kids are playing, it has gone up. Am I lying, unseen?
Yeah, you're not lying.
It's a lot of games have been played. So a lot of these players, they are playing a lot. They are playing for extended periods. So it's not like they're like when Manning Cup finished now, they're stopped. But the difference is that they're just not playing professionally. Remember, you can be playing high school level for a year straight, But when you go up against professionals, remember, professionals are not persons who just do this for fun or just want for development. These are players where their livelihood, this is what feeds them. So they're going to ensure that they put out the necessary. So it's when our players are at school getting their education, the professionals are going to be on the pitch perfecting their game. So the level of development will actually elapse, will bypass ours. So it's not just the team being together for 3, 4, 5 years together. That will build chemistry, yes.
No,
But
but you know why I ask? Because every time we speak about Jamaica and the ability of Jamaican teams to actually compete, persons paint a gloomy picture like there is absolutely no hope. But I am trying to figure out, and I'm trying to come with an idea where we can close this gap and get our players to be competing. There must be a way. If other countries were small, created a way to get players to be elite, why is it that Jamaican can't get that done? We are having a system that is way below. It's not producing. Let us find a way to fix it. Let us stop complaining about we don't have this and we don't have that, because 30, 40 years from now, the same complaint will be made. Let us fix it. That's all I want to see. Let us fix it. Because I will not accept anybody telling me that based on what we have, no way, no future for us to be a top team or or producing top players. I can't accept that.
no, I don't think you're fully understanding. Nobody is saying that Jamaica cannot. It's
All
just that
right.
persons are
How
saying
can
where
we
we
fix
are right.
if you are in a position, what would you do? What's the first thing you would do and why to start to correct the problem of incompetent players at all levels?
Hold on, the Shaban, hold on upon that. Let me just run through some comment because the people in my comment section are, um, have some problems. So I'm gonna start from up there. So one would say, I think it's difficult question to answer. I would guess increase participation and focus on creating a football culture, more focus, more on technique and intelligence. Uh, Rob Smith said, John Wall believe in
Read,
analytics.
read my friend
All,
Tennessee.
all I know what is that he better qualify or else. Look at Luxembourg. They have a small population, have always been rubbish, but now have a number of players in good leagues. They get talented young players into a national training center with good coaches. One say we don't have the money that other countries have, but if we reach a World Cup, we invest in youth development. Then I don't know, but probably not. Rob Smith again. Local youths have not really embrace what embarrass. What? Embarrass US the way people want you to think. Those kids didn't go to any tournament and catch 6 or 7. Under 20 lost 1-0, blah blah blah. I'm rich. 1-1 again. High school ball is nothing to England. The best player do not play in schoolboy football. I did, but I just went school football is the morning and then academy football. Bless up Tennessee. I'm gonna go to Colin Questa. These coaches must be packed in a barrel and rolled down a bottomless gully. These PE coaches have about 6 EPL what? Gully. These PE coaches have about 6 EPL players and high quality championship players and can't set the team up to play good. Okay. Marcus Mozayaga will say, up and scene, maximum respect, yeah man, big up. Nonsense. I can't understand how them money are coach have C players outside of Jamaica to match up against other outside of Jamaica. What? What Tennessee is saying? Anyway, Marcus Garvey, bless up. No coach in Jamaica can develop no player to the next level. I'm sorry.
Make Chevron talk with me.
So I know the man them bitter. Chevron, continue. You remember the question?
It's not really a question.
No,
I
I
just wanted
want you to
get,
tell me
I just really
what
want to
it.
get like the understanding as pertaining to your co-host.
Yeah.
What? Because he had asked me pertaining to what I think, what I would do to try to help the development of the system here in
Okay.
Jamaica. Because it's not just the coaching that's the problem here in Jamaica; it's the entire culture. You see, persons don't take football serious in Jamaica, in my opinion. It's just a thing, and once it reaches to like the serious level, the serious time, that's when you see persons coming out wanting to support. So for me to say, it's something that has to be started from the ground up, the grassroots, because studying how football is being,
All right. Pause.
how football is
Pause.
developed
Pause
in
1 minute,
Europe.
Chevron. Pause 1 minute. Pause one. You see what you just said a while ago? But start from the grassroots. I totally agree. But if you check Jamaica don't start at the grassroots. You know where they start? Senior teams. That is where they start. And they expect players to just pop up from somewhere, come into the senior team and play. And nobody spend
Is
no
Jamaica
time down
culture?
there, so for fix down
A
there.
Jamaica
So.
culture. We're not the top
All right,
and the
so
bottom.
hold on the unseen. So I can understand where you get your co-host is coming from, and I understand where he is. I understand where his mindset is at. But to play devil's advocate, what he's saying, I think the reason why we're seeing where so many players are being recruited and scouted from overseas is, and I think a lot of fans would agree with me, we don't believe that the players that we have developed currently are able to take us to that next level. So that's the only reason, that's the only reason why persons call for that. Because I'm pretty sure if we, the fans, believe that if we were developing players to that particular level where they were good enough to challenge, we wouldn't care if persons come from overseas. But the reason why persons want players from overseas is mainly because we don't believe that the players that are here now are good enough. So pertaining to development now, the development has to come from the grassroots.
More ask our next question to Shava. And the question is it fair to our players, local developed players, in based on what we are saying, we don't give them a chance in terms of proper preparation, proper coaching, right? And then we blame them for their inadequate ability to play the
Unseen,
game.
I am not blaming them, Don't get me wrong.
No, I'm not saying
I
you
am
blaming
just
them,
saying,
Other people's blame them. So may I
no,
ask
that's the
you?
thing. That's the thing. A lot of persons misconstrue what other persons are saying. Persons are not blaming the players. Then all persons are just saying is that, guys, if we want our football to get better, we need to find ways for us to become successful. Being successful will then reap monetary gain, monetary values towards the federation. If once the federation then can then turn a profitable something each year, then that can be spread down to the grassroots. That's what persons are saying.
But I'm gonna ask you a
Because
question.
what is going to be, or what's going to be now? So this is what some persons say now. Let's say majority of the national team is made up of local developed players, JPL players.
Yes.
I will go out and we can't beat the Caribbean team.
Yes.
Sponsors are going to go.
True.
Persons are not, the little fans that we have at the National Stadium now, they're not going to go. The stadium are going to empty, so the revenue are going to dry up, and then there's no money now trickling down back to the grassroots.
True.
So what fans are saying is now, get the best players that we can now. Fill up the stadium, qualify for World Cups. Not just one World Cup, all of the World Cup there. All of that revenue now, the JFF gets it. They're able to now develop. The clubs, the leagues, them can develop. The clubs, them can then develop their facilities better. Hence, so this right now is not something that's going to take 5 or 10 years, and it might take 15 years, but it's a process. So a lot of persons look for it and say that fans don't want local players because they bring local. It's not that. Persons just want the best. You need the better players now so that we can develop the play, so that the football itself and the country can grow.
Yeah, but listen what me I say now. So me I use an example. So me start YouTube, right? Me start from poor camera, poor this everything, no money, nothing at all, and till me can reach someone where people can come in and look for my program and say, all right, me give unseen sport a support and thing. What me I say is we have to start from down ground level. We can't continuously start from up here and then expect it fair. That we had over the years, start from up here. So. Over the years. From even we started in 1998. If the got work up, we start that thing in 1998. I look up at the top, I will now fix the bottom. You see, if we start fix the bottom from 1998, mark you, we may lose some game. Yeah? But at the end of the day, at this moment, we can guarantee you we'd have got back-to-back World Cup. Locally, the smaller teams them and the senior team with a match players are much greater than the senior teams. We can tell you that. We can tell you that for sure. Anyway, we did a focus on the youth level, a structure, a pathway for these players to leave Jamaica and go into the bigger economical area them where you can get financial benefit in football. Yeah? We're not saying that this way we are talking about at the high level, getting players coming in, is the option right now so we can get some money in. You're right. But if we never a focus on up here, so right, every day, every time, we are going to a major competition. Who in that situation? Who in that situation now? When are we going to focus on our youth football? These are the questions to the fans. When are we going to focus on our youth structure, our pathway? The pathway is one of the biggest issues, the pathway. Because even though when yeah,
focus is being placed on youth football now.
Which focus?
And you are part of that as well.
But coaching.
You have.
Yeah, I'm a part of
exactly,
it, but
so that's what I'm saying.
But hold on, coaching alone can't do it. You need the half the field structure in place as well. The pathway is killing Jamaica football. I am telling you this. Even if we never have good coaches, right? Talent. People from overseas will see talent and take them up. Same way. Yeah? But what the pathway? Name 10 agents working at Jamaica football.
30 agents that were in Jamaica?
10. Name 10 agents you know.
I think I know one, but I don't know his name.
You see it one.
Get a pass.
How much active players in Jamaica football?
But I'm saying development is different. What I am saying is that you are making the point that the development of the grassroots needs to improve, which I say I agree. What I am saying is that you can see where strides have been made in that aspect, and you are a part of that as well, because you started your academy and you have players coming through. Those are grassroots, But where I am saying, but one of the biggest factors that's affecting us right now, it's monetary factors. Persons might say, you don't have to have no bag of money.
You don't have to have no bag of money, Virgin. Come run my academy with just brain muse around my academy.
And where are your players now, Ansi?
I stop the academy because I get a job somewhere
and
else.
So hold on. So if your academy, if you were able to use the academy as part of your job as well, would you go and get another job? Because I know coaching is your main thing.
Well, you see how Jamaica economy set when it come on to football.
No, but you see what I just say you don't need no bag of money for running the academy.
No, you don't need no bag of money for running it. No, it's just a choice for me make at the time. The choice we make at the time.
Hold on and see it. So if the academy was able to feed you better than what the job that you're currently getting, I am pretty sure you wouldn't have taken that job. You would have still stayed at the academy, right?
Well,
So money, so a lot of persons get up and say money not important. Money is important because it's still people time and resources.
yeah, once it give me an income and I can sustain myself and my family, I'm good.
Exactly. So it does take money. So that's where I'm saying.
Yeah, but
The
what me I
clubs
say to
them
you
in
is,
Jamaica, they can't
but,
up-
no,
the
but what me I
clubs
say
in
to you is,
Jamaica
what
can't
me I
do
say
it.
to you is, most of the people when we are in academy in Jamaica, them well sort out in terms of them have them 9 to 5 same way. Check it. Butler not have work for nobody. Ballers, one of ballers not have work for nobody. Mount Pleasant not have work for
But
nobody.
I'm seeing you prove my point. Because you just say you don't need no
Yes.
money for running an academy.
But remember where
And
them a
you
start
just
from? Them
name,
a start from ground zero.
but you just name some academies. The
Yes.
top, first we call it top academies, and those persons know that those academies are not having financial
Me I say
restriction.
after a while you're gonna need money, you know. But when I say you don't need a lot of money to start, you just need to use a brain.
No, you don't need. You need the money to start a whole heap of things. But in order to continue it, you're going to need it. So that's why my point is trying to
You
make.
see the moment you start work and you push out 2 ball and a man see you push out 2 ball without the money, then you will get people come on board now so you can push out more. Yeah. You have to show somebody something before them invest in your brother. You can't just come so. Yeah?
Tennessee.
What did you say I said? Did you see that comment section I create wire?
Sharp.
Shaban, somebody get a call.
Sharp fire.
Why unseen and what is it? Oh no, big up for the super chat, yeah? Respect for that. Why unseen and other coach beside him don't aspire to go overseas to better them coaching education and talking nonsense. Alright, new caller in. Hello?
Yeah, Parchment.
Who is this?
A Shavan, man.
Oh, new phone. Alright.
Yeah, sorry about that. My other phone battery dead.
Oh.
Yeah, so what me there say is that you there say we don't need, maybe I point to say that in my opinion you do need money. I'm not saying that you need a bagger, you need a billion, but you're going to need money in order to do it. So that's where I'm at. So that's the point I was trying to make pertaining to like to say no when the senior, I'm not saying we should start at the senior team. That's not what I am saying. It's just that persons are on the outside are just saying that, listen, we realize that the resources is not in the island based off what the football is currently accomplishing. So if our senior team is now performing better, more resources will be able to come into the federation. And then the federation will then be able to trickle down more funds towards the clubs. And then the
When
clubs
I say resources, what do you mean though? Like what do you mean?
monetary resources, be able to support them, try to help them fix them facilities, etc. That's all resources, you know. Resources itself, you're helping, provide kits for the players, provide nutrition for the players. All of those trickle down because I was saying something to Mr. Chung one time. I spoke with him. I was saying I know Adidas has this initiative in Europe. All of the countries that they sponsor in Europe, they have this thing that they call, I can't remember the exact name right now. It's a footballing academy type thing where Adidas itself funds their academies. And I was saying to Mr. Chung that, hey, I'm not sure if you guys have approached Adidas. I don't know if you guys know about this. That's where majority of the European stars now that you see with Adidas, that's the process that they came through. So everything does come from that's why you still need monetary assistance.
But you need to start from somewhere.
Yeah, the grassroots is where you need to start from.
Yeah.
But currently the resources are not there and the
you can't say resources are our biggest issue, man. You can't say that. Because
I never said it was the biggest.
in
I said it's one of the issues.
In Africa, you have man who play pan stone field and sitting and never make it in a football.
Alright, so you see this now is something that me hear a lot of persons always rebut to say Africa. A lot of these top African players, they migrate over to
at what age group?
Countries.
At what age group?
18, 19.
Yeah, that means them past them golden age of learning. Me have the argument with Tennessee yesterday. I say them past them golden age of learning. You listen to Arsenal coach. Him tell you say if you pass a certain age, you don't
So
learn properly.
hold on. All right, hold on and see. Whisper was developed in Jamaica, right?
Yes.
Liam Bailey, no, Liam, wouldn't say Liam Bailey developed in
A
Jamaica.
part-time development of Jamaica, part overseas.
Majority of it was overseas. Damian Lowe, so it does show that our players are doing it now. Remember, you know, and there's another thing as well, you know, our culture in Jamaica is one thing that's also impacting our players. Persons might disagree, but the way that we, the Jamaicans, decide to live our lives at times, it does impact our players as well. Certain lifestyles that a lot of these kids nowadays wants to live, a professional footballer cannot live, and it will always hinder you. It will stop you. I'm not gonna say anything in particular, but I guarantee you know what I talk about. Certain lifestyles the persons want to live, it's not going to help as a professional.
That's true.
So there's a lot of factors combining into it. So I don't like when persons trying to say Africa don't have any money. Brother, Africa is not a poor continent, you know.
We never say that, but we say most of the youth, most of them, if you listen to them story, them a come from the worst.
Yeah, and we have persons from Jamaica coming from the worst as well, and they have made it somewhat as well.
Right. So what I'm saying to you now is Africa is a pathway. Africa is a pathway. How they migrate go Europe? Who help them to migrate go Europe?
The clubs them in Europe see them and take them from them young.
That's what I'm saying. So why are we not attracting? Why are we not attracting these clubs? Why are we
There are a
not?
lot of clubs in Europe.
I want to ask you a
who have
question.
academies in Africa.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask Mr. Meeks. Mr. Meeks, if you are a top player in Jamaica from the schoolboy system, and you have an option, go college, 4 years, 5 years, right? You go do a degree, and then you might try. Then you might try if you go pro. Or this person come and give you an option and say, all right, you're going to Turkey Bundesliga. You're going to play in the say Fenerbahce number 2 team. This is your pay, right? If you prove yourself right, you can go up into the readiness. You sign a contract based on which one of them you going to take. Remember, you know.
That's a difficult question because at the end of the day, I would take into consideration um, your belief system. So depending on what is more valuable to me, I will make my decision.
No, but you remember, you know, you as a footballer. Football is your passion, your career, your choice. But you do well in school, same way. You have your pass a six, you pass a kid. So you have options. Now there's somebody the club need you, the club requests you, asks you, send letters in.
In the case of that, if a club offer me a contract
And offer your contract.
and the contract, because once you sign a contract, whether you get injured, you still get them.
Right.
Providing there's no clause pertaining to that aspect.
Right.
But if there's a contract and the contract gives you a pretty good lump sum over a time period, then you'd have to weigh the
Yeah, see, me not hear your calls here.
You might talk soft.
I am saying that in a situation like that, based on what the contract offers, you would have to take into consideration going to college, what will you get out at the end of the day, what will you earn after a certain time, compare that to what you're going to earn now as a pro. And if the benefits are better as a pro, then more likely you would take that. But if you're going to get a contract that is not really significantly good, it's just a little thing, and you realize that going and study this, you will be able to be, then you will take that. So it depends on what is more valuable to you at that point.
So that's so the point that I try to make now, Shavan, is if there is a pathway for our players
You need to
in
turn this.
if there's a pathway if there's a pathway for our players in Jamaica, we'd have produce more athletes. That's all I'm say. We have Cohen as
Hold on, let me say something now. In relation to this pathway that you create, you speak about, this pathway is not based on the players. This pathway is based on the system, the market. What we have here, is it a good market for persons to come here and look for young players to go and invest in? Currently, The Caribbean isn't the European teams or whatever the teams with the money don't see the Caribbean as a viable market for footballers. They tend to go to Africa and Brazil and those places. So if we don't improve the youth structure here, improve what we have, so when persons start to look, they see something that is of quality. For example, a whisper break the norm. Whether we want to accept it, yes or no, he break the norm. Persons come and saw him and thought that he was of good investment value and they took the chance. Now we need more of this. How are we going to get more of this done? We got to have a system in place to develop our youngsters. And the youngsters are there. Likewise, in anywhere in the world, anywhere you go, you will find talent, right?
Right.
But most times when you go to some aspect of the world, you have persons to develop the talent. In this region, we don't have proper persons to develop talent. That is what is the major issue. That is the issue.
All right, so I'm gonna go through some comment section because the Rob Smith and Woon and Marcus Mosiah beat the coach, and this way, wicked, So I'm
Now,
gonna read them and say, Tennessee bitter.
Ask Tennessee if
Now,
them
when the
not
Tennessee
calling it.
come from Jamaica, more while for one.
Tennessee not calling it.
Tennessee come from up above rocks, they say, And I want football usually watch, I seen him go overseas, him start talk like
Tennessee
him
asked saying that we need better coaches in Jamaica. How we going to get better coaches in
we,
Tennessee?
you know, we
Tell
keep,
me.
we keep creating issues and creating excuses, yeah. And then we say, all right, so we can't create them now. We are go tap into somebody's system.
Tennessee I
We
go
are live,
call
I
it.
live, we are live off of England,
Tennessee I go call it.
We are live off of England, Basically, We are live off
We
of
are
England,
live off of one next
We are live
country.
off of next country, Bridging.
Like we are paraplegic. We can't do nothing for ourselves.
I live, we not planning for we could live off of people, Bridging. Why we can't create our thing? I done so why we can have 1 5 or 1 6 or 1 7 agent in a football. We can negotiate for the youth them overseas in a Europe place. We done so. Why we can't create that? Why there's not a structure? Why there's that's not a course in our college system where we can have a pathway to getting scouts and getting agents to work with our young players.
As I said, if we don't change the market value here, as in persons seeing this region as an area where you can recruit young talent, it will continue the same way.
Tennessee is back. Tennessee, welcome, man. People, hold on, Tennessee, people.
A meme come for
A
bash,
big topic we are talking about. Here, more want to do now. More want to tap up the board, man. Super chat and a super sticker, Bridging. Can do, support anti sports. We support the youth. Them
Tennessee, let me ask you a
Most
question
people.
before you attack me. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah?
You have on your headset, man. That's why you're not here.
No, me hear you good, but me not hear my bridges.
Why you not here? Talk to me, Mr.
Yo, you not hear me now?
Kind of low.
So how you hear me?
No, me hear you clearly.
So you can't hear.
So you can't hear me.
Yeah, hear me now, but it kind of low.
Invite tone low.
Tennessee, let me ask you a question.
You hear now?
May I come closer? So you,
Alright.
you hear me now?
Me hear you. All right, tell him this fear speakers.
Eh?
Yeah, man, me hear you.
No, Tennessee. You see this discussion what we are trying to get. We are trying to get how we can improve what we have. We need to stop bash what is there. How we are improve. So may I go ask you, you get the JFF job. What you would have do to improve Jamaica's football?
If we get what?
The JFF job. You have the power. You control Jamaica football. How you would have improve Jamaica football?
First thing we do.
Hold on, change the earphone because I not hear you good.
Hold on.
Yeah, man. Tennessee headset give problem more while on the platform. You understand?
Yo,
From
hear me
yesterday.
better now?
Yeah.
Are you better now?
10 times better, 10 times.
All right. First thing we made do, you see all out the coach will attack, and I say, when I go to the criticism, and when people are criticizing on the vet, but I pick out some young coaches, like you and see who have so much chat, and send them up on some internship at Europe. They can go learn the game, brother. See it from a different perspective. You understand? Because me think, even though coach them at Jamaica get the license and things, that good and things, but I think him and them fi go overseas. You understand? Go a certain place, send them a certain club, but then go learn the football. Just like how the coach was the coach JC, I don't know where I do with Schaefer and anything there.
Oh, Miguel Cole.
Brother. Just like, all right, remember, you know, the coach not different from the player, you know, just like we want the player to go overseas, go develop himself. The coach supposed to do the same thing, brother. See? And without proper coaching, all right, remember, you send the player in Europe to go develop. See? I forgot further than education. See?
Yeah.
So, you know what the coaches them do the same thing too. That means to say you can go over there, get some of that knowledge there. Maybe you not come back still because no find coaches them when they send them overseas then maybe they get out to Japan and don't want to come back. But what may I say?
That is an issue now, you know.
Me think if best way
that don't help Jamaica football, you know. If me go overseas.
So hold on, Tennessee, before you go no further. If you send coaches overseas.
Yes, you look at low no make view.
Me say if you send coaches overseas, right? And then after they do their intern, them get job offer and now and come back. Where that tell us the coaches them need have quality. Them just never get the opportunity for express and do what them fair do properly. Because foreigners wouldn't take no fool. Eh?
Tennessee.
I've got really the message to me.
Alright, hold on, Tennessee. I'm gonna try a different method. Because I don't know why you're not here. Hold on.
I hear you good.
I don't understand that. I don't
Well,
understand that.
selective here, you know.
A selective hearing you have, man. You know why you're
No man. Come on here, man. Come on here. And I just this man at the time.
When we are not this nobody, man.
You man, that's reason. Sometimes I might give me talk and feel like I disrespect me.
Alright.
No one. I rate you, you know.
Tennessee.
You curse me and I rate you because guess what? You can't grow if everything you say or do people agree with
Hang
you.
up and call back, Tennessee.
Alright.
Alright, people, may I try a different
But
method.
Chevron and say him could hear me too. So what?
I don't know why.
I may talk loud. What me do? Shout?
It looks so. Hold on, Tennessee.
Yeah, man.
You hear better now?
Me hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, man, me hear better now.
Alright, sir. No, I am saying, if you have sent, you said the first thing you would do is improve the coaching, no sir, by getting them exposed overseas. Now, if you send coach overseas and by the time them finish them intern or whatever, foreigners are offer them job and then don't want to come back. What I tell you, say, the coach them need have capabilities from before, not true? The coach had capabilities because they wouldn't offer an incompetent coach a job.
Don't get me wrong. Me not say him and them have the capability, you know.
Okay.
But may I say, all right. Say no, say Ben make a Europe, see? In a German.
Yeah.
If you want to be a top mechanic or pan bench and anything, you know, go to a place where you think I best place.
Yeah, I agree with you, you know. I agree with you. And finally, me and you agree upon something.
Remember, you coach have the ability because I'm coach already, see?
Yeah.
But all me I say, just like when you send the player them overseas to go further the education, you have to send them a Europe, don't.
Yeah.
So why coach them not need the same education to pay? All right. Because remember, you have to pay a player to send a Europe. If you go Europe now, or maybe go Germany or Holland or, you understand? England or whatever. Because England only says a Europe. So if you send them overseas and them go over there and them see what it takes to develop the player. Maybe you can keep back the player them little longer. That means you say, all right then. Instead they send them a Europe young. You can keep them back in the club look young longer. That means when you sell the player, you can get a bigger money team because you're not to keep them out so early. Because you have the knowledge there
or if you bring up a player a certain way that you can see him a Europe club or Jamaica, that means when you sell the player, you can get a money to him because most of the time, I believe when they club there at Jamaica, 10 player, I don't think they get back nothing much pay player.
Okay. So that's the first thing. What next you that do? I say you that address the coaching. What next you that do? Remember you're
Well,
JFF
the coaching
boss, you know.
I
Eh?
first thing, see?
Yeah.
And you see, I go now say, where we are dependent by England so much and railway and things.
Yeah.
The England they used to use it, so they not come to Jamaica and take out everything. So why if you are dependent by England? You see me I say?
You know, easier man.
You understand?
So what you say
Yeah.
your next step would be that you would recruit harder from overseas.
See, or if then that can't stop. Remember,
No
all
man,
right,
me not we
all right.
not no
So
remember
why
say this a opinion, you know.
hold on. Yeah, why be that simple?
Yeah.
Because you always want the best player to play for senior team at all times. I mean, not talk about youth team, I mean, really youth team can play, but you want the best player there. Because me don't know, maybe you not agree. You don't want the best player to play for senior team at all times,
Definitely.
no matter who.
Definitely.
You understand?
Yeah.
And you want to know, if me like Jamaica play ball, see, I make it 15 national team. You think that you would want to play alongside Michael Antonio or whosoever could come in because they reach a certain level of football. So me don't want to play against them, to talk to them. I remember, competition make it better,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Competition make it better, So if you know, say, it's team or Carlo, and you always about in a team, regardless of what happens, you understand? That
Yeah,
means
yeah.
you're not going to put him a competition. So I level football go, you about raise your game to him to the same level.
Alright, so that's a two. So you say
Eh?
first thing, educate coach, second thing, recruit better overseas.
Yeah,
Next third thing what you da do
yeah.
now?
Third thing, but I try to see if I can get some better field in a Jamaica for you them people.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
Me know say if you can build a stadium, but at least fix up to my field them. Because sometimes me not going to tell you that. Me hear say people say Mount Pleasant feels nice and things. Yeah, you only got to feel up good. But sometimes even sometimes you even watch a JPL. I mean I'm going to tell you that. More they guys watch the game for the TV because I guess you look away to or feel because remember to say no. When you watch a thing on TV, see?
Mm.
And if you don't really say well, it's a ardent supporter. I'm out there watch a JPL game. You need to watch it because if you look away from it. And the ball is a more ball go for the thing. Some of that time say, me not say yes for build them because I know they not got the money for that because a government and anything they build game. So when we that try to perfect though, no matter which party in a power at Jamaica, you have to try to whether it's in farm alliance with them. So when they help you to get certain things because it's just if I don't get it. See? You understand? But the first thing when we try to do still, the first thing when we try to do, I quote it.
Alright, where
I
fourth
think
thing?
yes,
Remember a five, a five, you know, a
clean up
three
the
that you're
image.
gone. A three that you're gone.
Eh?
You say
No,
coaching,
clean up the image
eh?
so they can get better sponsorship. Clean up the image so they can get
So
better
clean up
sponsorship
the image we get that would have been
program and
fourth.
things. See?
That would have been fourth.
Eh?
That would have been fourth thing you
Yeah,
know do. Alright,
yeah,
where fifth thing now?
yeah. Clean up the image so they can get better. Because to me, right now, I think the JSF depends on people money so much. So maybe that's why there's a problem. Then I sponsor a few program where I come in and I help or certain way. So we just clean up the image so you can get better sponsorship to come in, I think. You understand? And
Yeah.
help with the program. Because right now, I think JFF I depend mainly on FIFA money.
Alright, where fifth and final thing you da do now?
You can think about that right now.
Hmm?
But we get four so far.
Yeah, you give me
I'm
four.
going to work with that four.
Well, the most important one, I know me hear say it.
What? Which
No,
one?
that is important to you. He might tell you what important to
No, but
him.
maybe me say it to me, might figure I say it important. So, me, you know, sometimes other people might trigger off something.
What is
But
that?
my point. That's my point.
So hold on.
At the moment.
All right. So
What you think
if all of them think they fix, I would do have a pathway for the youth them go overseas. Where you go?
Then Anthony, you know, so when you fix the image and you get better coaching, it's not going to take nothing for you then.
No, but if we still have the same type of behavior we have in terms of dog eat dog and them thing in Jamaica, you think the player them are gonna move overseas?
In terms of corruption and anything, the way, cause, all right, to me, sometimes.
No, we now know evidence of corruption, so we can't say that.
No, I mean, we not talk about corruption in terms of money and things. But when we think sometimes, even sometimes when they pick a local squad, we don't think they pick the best player we pay them.
Talk it, Tennessee. Talk it through, Tennessee.
You understand?
I like how you
So
talk
we not talk about
football.
corruption in terms of money.
To them, I
and
can
what
agree with the argument. Them. To them, I can agree with the
we not talk
argument.
about like in terms of picking players. All right, say a pick
Tennessee,
a local.
you get up on a good side of bed this morning. You decide to be agreeing with us this morning. Normally, you know, of course, we.
No, I mean, I'm talking. We don't think there's a better. No, sometimes when they hear me attack, I don't really cause me. I just reason. But sometimes you have a reason, right? Yeah, understand. So
Tennessee, before you go in there, you're not help fix St. Mary's college football.
Yeah, the man can disagree.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm the man can reason. All right, if you hear me, I'm a reason more time. So I fight, you have a fight.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a person. I'm a reason. And when we're done. You see me, I say?
Yeah. Powerful.
So Tennessee, you're not fix St. Mary's college football team.
Yes, I make your way,
I say you're not fix St. Mary's college football team.
That was that minute. I said, but let me never take it over that time. So I don't know what's going on.
And in Lana,
You understand?
more so that day.
I think the best time. All right. You know, so enough man know St. Mary's college me reach the Cup semi-final one time.
Them know. Tell them one time Coach T up there, no? Me and Coach T up there, where we are going.
Yeah, man. Anthony, never know about that thing of them, man. But Anthony, I may have said sometimes. You know the reason why we have a problem with the money cup and things sometimes I the Cup. We think sometimes I think some school not have the money to really have a good program. See?
True.
So you have certain schools will have a good program and sometimes when you see a team have beat up first. Remember one time when we were playing and you get a 10 people. And when that school, you think you can play, you know. But what we have said, some schools have a program to really, in money to really, because they have a backing of the old boy and everything to really back the football program. So sometimes we think, say, some of them they will come for the money up in places.
Tennessee, let me ask you something. In regards
I
to
don't like everybody play for an even playing field. Because sometimes you cannot play against a man who are 30 and you're 9. See?
Yeah.
I think in money cup player they will cut off at a certain age. Go.
They cut off at 19, man.
That's a whole man. You shouldn't be 19 and play money cup.
No, you can still play money cup.
To me, still.
It depends. It depends for your pathway. It depends for your pathway.
Tennessee, before you go any further, remember that not everybody in the schoolboy system actually want to be a pro player. You know? Some of them is using it as a means of getting a scholarship to go pursue their degrees and etc.
And you know what I think too? When we think why they meet a lot of players. Because, all right, remember, I think sometimes you have to have a certain amount of subject to play in a money company. So me I just say to myself, say, all right, if a man maybe not with subject and things, but he can do it, but he's good at football and things, that can be a part with him in a life too, to him make better himself. I don't think they should have used that as a way to stop a man from play.
No, because you look on it wrong. You look on it wrong. You look on it from a footballing perspective. The organizers, Tennessee, hold on there. You are look at it from a footballing aspect. The organizers are looking at it from an educational aspect. Remember that. Two different something.
No, I understand that.
Yeah?
But me, I say, me think we lose talent, then kind of way too.
Yes, we lose talent because whether you agree or disagree, the truth is that sometimes some of the most talented ones
are not the smartest academically.
That's true.
So sometimes you're
You
going to lose a
understand?
lot of players because of the academics. But at the end of the day, remember that schoolboy system was made based on academics. They wanted to
Yeah.
give youngsters within school something physical to do, to enjoy the school life, and then come up with
Well,
that,
that's true.
Extra
That's
an
true.
extension
extra
for physical
activity.
education.
So they created that. That is was the
Extra physical
educational
educational
system.
program.
What should have happened in Jamaica from that time, from the school system started, the JFF should have come up, okay, let us create a semi-pro or a pro youth system.
Well,
That if persons from the academic aspect decide that they want to go pro, they can come and join a club or a academy or something and start to play in that structure. But that wasn't done. They depended on school to try to develop players, which was wrong.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it catch up with we.
That's true, yeah, that.
Eh?
And to all me look for it, you see, me think like, just like what somebody can buy with that talent. Because people say people know about talent, but me think people buy with talent.
What do you mean?
I suppose you have a player who really, really talented, but up to scratch in the education department. So me think maybe football could have been a way for him get help with a certain situation, helping family and things. So me think he kind of set up a way say like,
That's why
just look at way to say a
that's
country like Jamaica where you have so much youth and thing where you understand maybe they turn a different way and thing. But me think a football could have been a way to help them to better themselves. Even if they're not up to scratch in the educational department.
right. So that's why schoolboy football is not the way for us to look to get these.
I mean, I understand that.
So if we
You,
start,
you, you
so
understand, you
What
understand how it's
Tennessee? Hold on, you
You
know.
understand? We should have
You
some other way
realize.
to help them still.
Let me tell you. You're looking at it. You see, the academics not just take out persons at the Manning or the Dakar Cup level. At all levels,
Okay.
you have persons not playing at under 14 level, under 16 level. Because remember, at that level, they use internal grades and attendance to school. So if the person's attendance to school is not 80 and above, 80% and above, they can use that as a reason that you're not supposed to play.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't have 4 subjects over the minimum standard of a C minus, you
Yeah.
cannot play. Well, you should not play.
I do, I do, I
So
do.
remember
Yeah.
those things. So sometimes
Hmm?
some people sit down and them talk and them criticize and them do all sorts of something and then don't understand. You see, when a coach is at a school system, a coach probably start a team and say, yes, the team look good. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
everything look good. And then boom, results, grades start coming, and when you come, you see the principal or the vice principal or the HOD come and say, boy, coach, them 6 players not qualifying. So,
Yeah,
Ray.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
So you have to start from scratch again and
So
start
you
to
have
build
to
up
go
a thing.
start over and you have to
Maybe
go
done set
patch
a
up
thing
yourself
already.
and patch up yourself and patch up yourself. So
I
the
do.
reality is it difficult. It difficult.
I do, I do, I do. But what you want to pick up on the tell man I work with the team. So I'm going to listen to the team, see?
Alright, cool. Blessings,
I don't
blessings.
know why me I worry with them, man. I just reason where I read, man. Because sometimes it's so reason from it, so that's all like a worry thing. I mean, I feel I'm I just stop me at that.
Yeah man.
All right, let's open it up.
Ah. So unseen. Tennessee seems like him in a good mood today.
Tennessee, big up yourself, Tennessee.
Powerful Tennessee.
Powerful. Hey, people, my recommendation is, Mr. Meeks, use. So schoolboy football is already established. They're getting all the funding and everything already from corporate and so on. Yeah. So what me that do is at that level, at the age, because schoolboy football take over 14 go right up, Meeks.
Younger too.
Right. So what me that do if I'm in JFF, I would start a national under 15 competition, a national under 17 competition, a national under 20 competition as well.
A national under 13.
Yeah?
I think we need a under 13 competition as well.
A national under 13 as well. National under 13. Now,
and you
what
pick the
what
best
I
and
would
put
do,
in.
what I would do is that would run a the parish would run a competition, that under 13 competition. Then the best team, club team from that parish would be the one representing the parish, right? So we'd have 14 team competition.
Hold on, Unseen. I think because you will have this quality based on what you're saying. You're having this quality competition, so you're having the better players. I think you need to give them more games. I think you should do it in a regional team. So, for example,
No, but regional is the first step, and then you go to the national level.
hold on. So, for example,
Let me
you say you'd
finish.
do it in parish. How much team would
First,
how much team would be in our parish?
so you have maybe you have 20 clubs, 30 clubs in our parish, 48 clubs in
No,
St.
but
Catherine.
that if you have so much within a parish, the quality would be not high.
Hold on a mix. 48 clubs in the parish. That doesn't mean that 48 clubs will enter.
I don't. I think you probably need only 5 teams from each parish.
No, you're gonna do a under 13 competition.
And if you're
Cool?
in a competition and say St. Catherine have 6 teams in this league. So every team, remember, this wouldn't be a club team. Would this be a club
This
team?
will be a club team. A
Okay, it would be
club
a
team.
club team. Okay.
Let us when we finish on Mr. Meeks and the dissect. So the first phase would be in the parish, right? Now, after that phase finished, the team that wins would represent the parish. Now, funding will be based upon the FA. So the FA would make sure that everything is intact. The bus will go to matches and so on. So we would fund the club through the FA, right? So the FA will make sure that everything is in for that team that represent the competition. So you'd have that competition, right? That club would represent the parish in that under 13, right up to under 20 national. So you only have 14 clubs, 14 teams, right? And you do it right after schoolboy football. So right after schoolboy football will be February, go right up to when time um, Premier League finish. So you'd have set it up in a way where the under 13 would have play before that, the under 13 the under 13 final would have play. And you know the under 20 now, you'd have package it with the Premier League final.
Mm,
Huh?
yeah.
So you'd have a package with the Premier League final. The under 17, under 20, would have played before, or you package it, yeah,
Mhm.
with the Premier League final.
So how many games you would look for a team to play?
So if you're starting, because you don't want to stop the schoolboy football, because schoolboy football are gonna beat you because them have better structure in terms of already them more established, them getting sponsorship. So you don't want that. You want to give them a break, give them for them time so you can get them for them sponsor to come on board in our particular time where we are put on our competition.
Can I
Yeah.
suggest something to you?
Mhm.
You say start February, but I think you should start earlier.
Or you go
Why?
start earlier without
I'm going to
sponsors.
explain a
Like
solution.
a
I
f-
always have a solution. People
mm.
may not agree with me, but I have an idea. Now, when you look at it, in the schoolboy system, by October, under 16, under 14 starts. By October, 70% of school teams are out at the competition. Agree?
Agree.
70% of the schools are out of the school competition. By early November, 70%, 80% of under 14 teams, under 16 teams are out of the competition. Agree?
That a facts.
Now, what I'm saying is, why can't you not start it, say, November? So they will leave high school
You
system
don't want
right into.
you don't want to you're starting something. You want the marketing part of it. You need video. You need persons to come and give you the best quality videos.
but
for
hold
your
on,
for your for your
hold
for
on.
your product.
But
You
if
want market, you want package it
well,
to
hold on
corporate
there.
Jamaica.
If you're saying
Most of
Mark,
hold on, mix. Most of corporate Jamaica already have a contract with ISA.
hold on, I don't want you go too far. I'm a miss a point. This is what I'm trying to say. If majority of the persons is affiliated with ISA, etc., etc., so you would have a number of games you used to play early on in the season. I am suggesting that you start when majority of that game drop. So when it reaches to the second round, with the first round, and so you normally have 60, 70, 80 games. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
By it reached to the next part of the competition, that dropped to about 30 because majority teams out.
Mm-hmm.
So the amount of games that is going to be played in the competition becomes significantly less. So a lot of person will have more time now.
Not necessarily. Suppose the schoolboy,
And you could
suppose in a
see,
semi-final,
huh?
me have a match, and me can't get the players in from the school to come play.
No, no,
Think about that.
no, no.
What you say
You are
now?
looking at the players who are in the competition still. Those players that are in the
But
competition, hold on. Those players that are still in the competition will continue playing their schoolboy system.
mhm.
The rest of players who are out can start to play the other league. Because remember, you're going to have persons who are late bloomers and they're not getting enough playing time based on what was happening. So they can get time to start develop now.
But at the end of the day, though, you develop players, you do late bloomers, I think, mix. Nobody now go invest in something where you now win.
Who is going to win?
Eh?
Who is going to win?
No, remember, you want win the parish thing first, number one. You want go in at the elite island competition
But the
with a
elite,
strong team.
but hold on,
To qualify there,
hold
you
on,
have
hold
to
on,
have put out, you have to have the best player them a play.
hold on, hold
Your
on,
best players,
hold on, hold on,
based on what me I think would have be the one them who in the schoolboy league will dominate.
hold on, hold on. At the end of the day, if say let's look at Saint Catherine. Let's look at Saint Catherine. Saint Catherine is so damn big. Let's look at Saint Catherine. You have in Linstead side, you have what? 5 teams, 6 teams, 6 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have 6 teams. When you come to Spanish Town, you have another 12 teams between All Harbor, Spanish Town, right? And then when you go Portmore, you have another 5 to 6 teams. So you're looking at about 20 teams, 20 odd teams. Agree?
Mm-hmm.
Agree? 20 odd teams within that parish. 20 odd teams within that parish. Now, by the October for the senior system, you're going to have out of that 20 odd teams, roughly about 14 teams will be out at the schoolboy. Will don't have any more competition. You would have one, two, three, four zones within that parish. So you would have first place, second place. So you have 8 teams will still be active. Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
14 teams are out. By another week, they're going to have a knockout games. So by the other week, are only 14 left active, possibly can leave active, or it can still be 8. What I'm suggesting, the 14 that are there, why is it that you can't pick the best from the other 14 teams? Put them in the different system where you have. Play. As soon as the other teams drop out, you would already know who from who, which team would just join the different teams and continue.
Right. So you have a point there. So you want to mash up your point now. Academics with all the issues at Charlie Mount. Now, coaches are in Jamaica are very thin in terms of knowledge. You can count by your finger the knowledgeable coach them in Jamaica. Right? Now, you is at an high school because that's where you know you get a certain amount of dollars. Issues and you teach differently. Now you if you go leave the high school now and go coach a club team. Because, necessarily me have the same player in my high school that play for the club as well. And next issue again. You ever think about your mental health?
I don't see the issue here.
You don't see the strain on you as one coach.
No, but you don't necessarily have to coach. You
But
have
that's
14 other schools that the coaches are out.
yeah, but
What
we are
about
we
those
still
14?
say we are talking about coaching education. Three quarter of them coach ever coach you them. Them not supposed to coach you them mix. We are trying to create a system, a proper system where
But
the elite coaches can coach the youths.
but
And you want to bring
if
back
you're
the coaches
creating
them when
if you're
100.
creating an elite system, Mr. Ansi, you need more quality coaches.
Right, so me I tell you say, hold on man. We are talking about a system where we are put in place. February coming. We're not
No,
talking
but
about
but
2 years
but
from now when the coach
but
them get
but,
retired.
but JFF, if you're the JFF boss, you can sit down and say, okay, January we're going to have a under 13 competition. We're going to have a coaching course, and this coaching course will teach specifically how to develop youngsters at the under 13 level. You
But
just
on a, so,
focus on
but
that.
you are talking about something where they put in place where at this moment that not must happen. The league organizing the league easier to organize that way I talk about. In
Yeah,
Jamaica right
you
now.
can have a number. No, the only problem we have, is that I am saying, based on talking to persons, they are saying that the more you have players playing and you're teaching them and they're playing against somebody with quality, is the
The faster
faster
them
they will
improve.
improve.
Hmm.
Agreed. No, I am saying, if you have, for example, the scenario I said, if St. Catherine have 20 odd teams, and by September, October, early October, 14 of them is out of a competition. You're telling me, say, that 14 team can provide quality players to go in the different teams and play, eh? Until the rest of persons can join, and you will get them to continue to be playing competitive for a longer period of time. Eh? No, I'm trying to understand.
Now I understand what you're saying about at the end of the day them still play. Because them are gonna play them school league. I can't tell you say them are gonna miss out because some of them are gonna drop out of the thing and thing. But those players,
Majority,
majority of them are gonna drop
majority
out.
I go drop out
No,
by a month.
yeah, by a month. No, those players can be in training.
Yes.
Those players can be in training for the league to start in February. The reason
No.
why, no, the big reason why I say the league will start February now is because of marketing one sponsorship. Now me want lower.
So I'm saying these players would have already, based on what you're saying, would basically have the physical condition. They would basically have those things. So when they go over to the club would just show them what they want them to be doing on the field. So,
Mhm.
so by you give them a month to start to work there. Gradually by 2, 3 months they're supposed to. Okay, so when you would have start February, that would have been 3 month pass. They could have played um 10, 15 games within that time already. That will help in their development. Huh?
Mhm.
It's a thought. It's a thought. It's a thought. It's a thought. I it's just a thought. I think we need to see how best we can improve. Anyway, Hansi, we have to go leave and all.
So what me I say now is just the marketing part that me I think schoolboy football already have the name already. So they're gonna beat me in terms of marketing, in terms of the hype, right? Because no matter what, if you don't have the hype and the media and the footage and everything, yeah,
There is no. We're not compete. I'm not recommending you compete against schoolboy football.
Right? So I recommend yeah, that I say, but you have the players them a play under the shadows of schoolboy football because the competition still in place. No, let to play.
When the competition would start,
You have the competition in the summer, the parish one.
which
The
summer?
parish one that be in the summer. They qualify for make the national. Make a parish, make it as the club for the parish. So that would have been nice summer. So all under 17, under 13, under 15, under 20 would have been nice summer in the parish level. And then that team that wins, so they have what? Under 13, under 15, under 17, under 20. Four teams would represent the parish. Now the big product. So that would have start February. Yeah?
Hmm.
So now we could have media, we could have used up the YouTubers them because the YouTubers them are gonna run to schoolboy football because schoolboy football are carry the hype. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you so them can't manage so much work and way. You have all of them now coming February now for work on this program. So we have footage left, right, and center. Then now we could have maybe get sponsor for coming because them that like what go on.
Okay.
So that is my look at it. I understand what you're saying because players now go some players are gonna drop out and them yeah, but them players that can start training now for them club. That them parish. You understand me? Then sports max now would I say, alright, you know it's the league you look at. Or if we not get sports max, we have military going and me that, maybe me that get one two or one three camera and say military going and say two camera and some wire. Have connection right across the field. This is how we want the production done, blah blah blah. I pay him. Yeah, with that much cheaper than sports max. Yeah?
Okay.
And
And
then we that
see,
get good quality.
I know me have to go leave now. So people, big up on yourself,
Um, the door, one of the door, Carrie Biggs is coming out of studio right now, people. You understand me? Marcus Mazaya Garvey, link me up on the on the WhatsApp. Tennessee, big up for the super chat, yeah. And him say, hippo character with stars growing in his eyes, pumping his arms in the air with the word I pulsating above him. So people, that's one of the thing that I would do with our youth programs. Yes, sir. This is a very good idea. You guys just need the best way to apply it. So that's why I said to you, sir. That's what I would do. Now, the under eight and the under thing what Tennessee I talk about and the other person, that would be done in the parish. Yeah, that would be done in the parish. You understand me? So those players that would make the parish team. So those players, that club that would make the parish team now, they have the option now to pick the best players from each club, invite them to their club. So either have that club that would have the elite then from the competition and playing at the competition, yeah? So transfer window that done January. So those players you could have got buy players from in the parish now for represent your team in the competition. So you'd have the best are the best I represent the parishes in a Jamaica, the youth level. You understand me? And that would be funded through the FA, the parish FA. So you know say the club and now come a match and on the water. Because of the club man them alone I try to find it for them. The club they come. Yeah, and then now you find out say the club with a structure now because the FA would make sure so the club structure from coaches go right up. The clubs them with a structure go right up. FA, yeah. So for example, St. Catherine and president, so she not play with clubs. So the club she should make sure the club structure properly. Should make sure so the club have water, this, that. Should get sponsor for the club them. All of the clubs them will represent the parish. Yeah? So you see the football improve this, so we keep on a jump up and talk about resource. Where there's a way out. So we constantly, so the competition that run, who win the competition with that say, all right then, the pathway now for these players now from under 13. Can these clubs go and enter a competition overseas in the Cayman Island? Yeah? So the FA would still a help in that department. Yeah? Hope you understand what I'm saying, people. I want to understand what I'm saying. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Unseen, it's the clubs to it's people sentimental attachment to teams that make it hot. That's true. But when I say you create something, you create a product. We get people to be a part of it, yeah? Respect Mosiah, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Yeah, man. Respect for that. You understand me? You know, people no can always donate, because the money, sometimes the money, are the youth, them a get it, Because I'm a coach and have youth, only for youths and thing around and help the youths them, not the football thing, yeah? So don't forget, people, make sure so now like and subscribe to the content same time. Make sure you now like, subscribe, and share to the content same time. You understand me? And people, we could promote the breakfast morning show. We could promote it to 5 persons every morning, so we can grow, we can get bigger and thing. And see, put in the work. Why I made it out of the thing a little bit in the summer is because I'm a coach. Sometimes want to sleep and tired, and you focus on the coaching. Can't become on YouTube. Yeah, but now a full rev on the YouTube, man, full rev. We come educate the people, talk our things. Sometimes people may agree with we and thing, but we can disagree to agree, and we can cuss, but we can cuss respectfully. Yeah, man, we can argue respectfully and keep the friendship same. We don't have to disrespect nobody. You understand me? I say sometimes me go down a little way, but we have to catch yourself and fix it properly. You understand me, people? Yeah, man, because we don't want the thing look away. You understand? So people in the comment section, big up on yourself and Merry Christmas when it come. You understand me? Today is matches in the JPL. Match I go play today in the JPL, reschedule the games. I want to say I can go to the Cavaliers game today. I think I'm there. Watch it, so I have to go leave right now. I have to get ready right now, people. Right now. I have to get ready. You understand? So big up on yourself, people in the comment section. I say we need to come up with more ideas how we can better the football. So I think that is one of the ways, because we have to create a platform where the people them can execute them skills. Don't make sense here, change, and there is no way out for the youth them play and express themselves. Well, we can look now. Each parish in Jamaica can have elite players playing for the club. I think part of it, them use it for send catching, but I don't want it be send catching team versus Kingston team. No, it's supposed to be the club team. So the club they can say, all right, I have the quality of under 13, so I can reach, maybe I can get the team up to Premier League. Yeah? And then now you find out, say the elite players now, them can sell from the club there. Right from the club there. That 13-year-old or 15 of them can sell to clubs who are the Premier League, or them can just sell it to the club overseas. So package it. Package the football properly. Unseen sports when look at brain still, you understand me? And anyway, people, I'm gonna be out of here. OUT, big up on yourself. You understand me? Go drop one rhythm now. I will start singing to that. Yeah. Unseen. Have the formula. Have the right way. Have the formula to make us football better. Have the formula. Tennessee. Mr. Me. Marcus Garvey. Yeah. One. Big up yourself. Come on, Pierre. They are one at a time. Big up on yourself. Yeah. Unseen. Mr. United. Look at the tune. What do you want to talk about? El Futuro Sports. Fix Jamaica Football. Duckland Stennett. Yo. And we are out of here, people.